This episode is sponsored by Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com/woodnessgoodness for a discount.
Well, I've been putting off showing you guys this for many reasons, but here's the metal shop. And although it looks pretty good from a distance, I'm going to show you why I kind of got into the DIY game and why I typically pursue things on my own without contractors. Not saying all contractors are bad, but what I'm going to show you is a great example of why there are definitely trust issues in the hiring of contractors for certain ventures of things. Okay, so bear with me. I'm not going to name any names yet, because apparently they're going to come back and make this right. But I want to show you how they left the job site, okay? So yeah, from, when you're first looking at it, looks really great. We got 3 10x10 doors. This is going to be a man door, but I didn't want them to install it because it's just a really cheaply made door. So I just said, hey, why don't you stop doing that? And I'm going to install a real steel man door. So the first thing right off the hop, okay, we have a wainscoting. As you can see, this is about 1.5 inches to 2 inches higher than this one, okay? So it's staggered and it should be parallel. If there's a reason it shouldn't be parallel, I'd like to know that, but anyhow, that's the first fairly large mistake. Why don't you guys take a look at this flashing? Just really no care in the world. In terms of aesthetics are concerned, it's just like, just take out some tin snips, figure it out, just make it look somewhat attractive. This is a perfect example of why trim's nice. It covers your anchors, okay? This is straight, dead on, okay? You see that? Dead on, okay? Let's go over here. Oh, we're getting outside the lines, boys. I can see all those anchors. Okay, coming over here. Oh, wow, yeah, no, we were just, we went to the restaurant and we thought we ordered root beer, but they got the real deal, I'm no scientist. I mean, my wife isn't even a scientist, and even she noticed. Shouldn't that be covered? Isn't that the point, to kind of come over your concrete, protect it from water intrusion? Yeah, no, that's just my bottom plate fully exposed. Yep, so that's cool. That makes no sense at all. Same thing on this side, just completely exposed, And when you spend really good money for like a really nice slab and prep work, it makes no sense. So again, this side, it's just as bad. The whole thing is exposed. I don't know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. So you guys know, because you're watching this on my YouTube channel, I film things, right? So I was excited. I filmed the whole process of the dirt work, the concrete to get to this point. And likewise, I also filmed the metal shop going up. So I put a camera on a tripod, not to put any pressure on the builders. In fact, I thought maybe, they would take pride in what they did because there's a camera rolling. I'm gonna make a cool video of the build process. You guys are gonna be in it. I'll send you the clip. It'll be awesome. And so I'm gonna show you some footage of them raising this wall and then dropping it, okay? And it had steel on it. And so after they dropped it, I just assumed, okay, they're gonna grab a new panel, put it up. And obviously I'm not sticking around to babysit, but I should have, because they stuck the damaged panel right back up on this wall. Let me show you. They also missed, you can see the straight line of anchors all of a sudden shifts over because whoever was doing it missed badly, you know, by 4 or 5 inches. So that's why that's there. You know, you're seeing all those dents and crinkled steel. That's not even, you know, I don't know what to tell you, but like, that's embarrassing. Why would anyone think that's okay? You know? I'll show you from the inside, but again, like, bing, bong, boom. That's clearly not on anything, right? Like, that's pretty far over. Let me try. Oh, wow. That's not even anchored. That's not cool. Again, look at the stagger of the panel. Like, I'm trying to show you, you know, and I even went with the black wainscoting because I thought, hey, that's gonna look really cool. But, you know, when it's completely staggered and not lined up, it looks very uncool. Now we got like way more bottom plate down here exposed. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh, geez, it's disheartening. It really is. Miss, but let's put one more. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Yeah. I couldn't, I don't know. It's very hard to look at, honestly. And, you know, I've done a little bit of metal work myself, but like, once your anchor starts like threading out like that, like, that gasket's not going to last, like, you know, half as long as it would have if you set your pressure right on your drill. Like, that doesn't bother me too much, but still, it's like, clearly that's off, right? I like to think of myself as a pretty positive guy, which is why when I first came to the site, I was in a rush. They were tying things up, and I just noticed like 1 or 2 things initially, and like that feeling when you're about to race or something, the butterflies, your heart sinks, and your body kind of freezes. That's what happened to me. And I'm not great at the whole confrontation thing. Sometimes I am, but then things can get out of hand. So I wanted to step away, use my head, think, and be like, am I being picky? Am I seeing things am I getting what I pay for? This is about a $20,000 building. And I honestly didn't have a whole, like, I looked at some pricing online, like Big Buildings Direct, Titan Buildings, Versatube, all this stuff. And this was right in the ballpark, but, you know, it was a local-ish company, and that's why I went with it. I mean, if someone had told me, oh, this is the cheapest building because you're going to get really cheaper, I wouldn't have done it. I didn't select this because it was the cheapest. I selected it because I liked the look of their product, and it was somewhat local. So I knew I could. But anyhow, let me show you some more. So in general, you're going to see some, like, you know, little divots here and there, which are totally understandable, because when you screw the metal, it's definitely going to dimple a little bit. But obviously the ones where they just over tighten like crazy, like, affected more than just a small spot. Like, you're seeing almost bends in it. Again, I get it. That's going to happen, but ridiculous. Anyhow, I don't even have to say anything. You guys obviously see what I see. It's still pretty staggered, and each side staggers differently from the next. So this now goes down around there, it goes back up, and like this trim, it's not even the same as the other 3. I want to be crystal clear. The purpose of this video is not to throw anyone under the bus, although if this doesn't get fixed correctly, mark my words, I am not a mean individual, but when you pay good money for something that should be good in the first place, I'm going to let somebody know, okay? So this angle is the front angle of the shop. When you come down the road, this is the first angle you're gonna see, okay? I know you can see that. That is like 6 different seams of trim and end cap all right there. Now, if you don't know, they come in 10-foot sections, sometimes longer if they're made off-site or on-site. You know, they can cut them and make them to spec. But that's the front of my building. That's the front most visible corner. And there's literally like 5 or 6 seams. One seam is only exposing 5 inches of metal. It makes no sense whatsoever. Okay? No sense. Not to mention, I mean, it's hard to tell, but I'm leaning towards that things just aren't that square in general. You know? So I'm going to show you the gaps between the panels. Like, you know, you can't really see right now from this angle the difference, you know, when another panel ends and another one starts. But that one's super obvious that shouldn't be like that. Like, it's wild. It's absolutely wild that they left the site like this. And almost every single piece of this trim that kind of, I don't know what you would call that, but you've just got these massive gaps in each one. Like, just pull it tight and then put a screw on the top. If you don't have the right tools or the right anchors, I would even buy them for you. I mean, geez Louise. Like, I don't know if it's normal to see, like, you know, an inch of daylight. And this is the problem, right? Like, I don't want 2 screws there, right? This is 2 inches thick. If you miss that, then come up with a system where you won't miss it next time. Because that's ridiculous, you know? Like, how am I supposed to spray foam this or anything? Like, it's unbelievable. Miss. And I haven't even been on the roof. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but look at this one. It literally comes in like almost an entire foot. It's like, I don't know what you're doing, but you're not doing it correctly. Oh my gosh, all I can do is laugh, you know? I've already cried, so now it's time to laugh. You know, that can be fixed by putting closures in there. I guess this building doesn't come with closures. That would have been nice to know, but yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's very disheartening, to say the least. So again, they are coming to fix it, okay? But for them to fix it, in my mind, they're gonna have to take these panels off. All my wall panels, they all have to get shifted down at least like 2 inches just to cover my bottom plate. It's galvanized steel, but if that thing's exposed to weather 24/7, I don't even care. That's not the point. The point is, it's hard to believe that someone's doing this full time. Like, if this is all you do, and what I'm pointing out are very, very simple things. They're very simple things that can be avoided by just taking your time, okay, and doing it right. There's a reason why I don't go out and charge top dollar to build somebody a cabin. A lot of people on this channel have asked me, hey, do you want to come out and help me with my cabin? I'm tickled, but guess what? I'm not a professional. I'm a semi-professional amateur, okay? And therefore, I will not charge you and say, hey, I'm a professional. I'm going to come install this building on your property. Here's what we charge. Do you accept? Yes, I accept, because you told me you're a professional and you were going to do it and it's going to look like this. And you do this all the time. So anyhow, I did not want this video to be like, moaning and, complaining. I just want to show you guys. And if there's contractors out there that, get frustrated working with customers like me who like to do things on their own, apologies, but this is a perfect example of why there's trust factors and people who are scared to hire contractors to do certain things. Not all contractors are bad at all. I used to be one, sort of. But this is it. This is why we need more people going to trade school so this doesn't happen. And that's partly why I'm filming it, because I don't have a therapist to talk to about this. And you guys are all I have. So, there's definitely other things worth noting. But in all, I've got a metal building. All in all, I'm not super pleased with it. And if it comes down to it, and they don't know how to put metal panels on this building, I'm simply going to do it myself. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Thank you guys for watching. I will update you when the building is fixed. This is why I bought 50 acres, so I could run and hide and hang out with my little black bear friends. For those of you, I want to end it on this note. Sometimes when you see a guy like myself who's, fairly attractive and seems quite confident, you just assume that I've got a big bank account. It couldn't be further from the truth. I work for every penny, and I don't live to work. I work so I can live, and every dollar I spend matters to a certain degree. I don't worship money or anything like that, but this hurts, right? When you spend your own money on it. So anyhow, I just want to clear that up. Some people think I'm some trust fund kid, but think what you want. You could think I'm a professional model, and that's acceptable. I would understand that one, but a trust fund kid, come on, man. Not a chance. Be sure to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. And actually, my trailer is here. See ya. Oh, it's here. It's here, baby. Look at this thing. This thing is tough. Dude, this thing is beefy. Yeah, baby. I am happy to say I got myself a trailer. Bigfoottrailers.net. Check them out. This thing is the 10K unit. It is, after looking at the craftsmanship of my metal building, it's nice to see a really solidly built thing again. This thing looks like, you could support at least 10 of these. I love this, man. How good looking is this? Black wheels, black wheel wells. This stuff, look at how thick this thing is. It is that is craftsmanship at its finest. So now we can bring the old Massey Ferguson to my property, which means we can start moving a little bit quicker and I can stop breaking my back.
Squarespace is easily my favorite platform to build a website. It gives people a powerful and beautiful online platform from which to create your website. Squarespace makes it possible to connect with your audience and generate revenue through gated members-only content. You can manage your members, send email communications, and you can even leverage audience insights, which is really great for many different kinds of businesses. Create a community on your Squarespace website. With powerful blogging tools, Squarespace extensions, you can even manage inventory, promote products, and streamline bookkeeping when you start selling stuff on your website. You can even display posts from your social profiles on your website. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/woodnessgoodness to save 10% off your purchase of a website or domain. Thanks Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and we'll see you on the next one.